record something real quick. My daughter, Nevaeh, just told me that she wished we were rich. We lived in a bigger house and so forth. And I love my 4-bedroom house. I'm blessed. I thank God that He gave it to me, and I'm just blessed because without Him, I wouldn't have nothing anyway. So I was just telling Nevaeh that we are rich because we serve a God that owns everything. He owns the land, the sea, the birds, the animals, even the smallest animals. He owns everything. He owns even the breath that we breathe, the blood that runs through our veins. He owns everything. And she looks at that and she says, okay, mommy, but everybody, live in these big houses and they got all this and all that. And I said, but they may have those things. Those are the materialistic things. But when you die, you can't take nothing with you. A lot of people worship the things here on this earth, but not realizing that when you die, you can't take nothing with you. Only thing you should be concerned about is your salvation, if you're going to make it into the kingdom of heaven or not. A lot of people are out here worshiping their cars, they worshiping their children, they worshiping their jobs, they worshiping $1, and they try to rub that together to make $200. I'm telling you, saints, get yourselves together. That's including me. I'm not even exempt from this conversation. But I just wanted to let everybody know that, don't put your eyes on the things of this world, because I'm telling you, you will fall, you will be disappointed, and it will affect your health. You probably lose your freaking mind. But you don't want to do that. You want to keep your mind sober. You want to keep your mind directly on Yahweh and nobody else. My daughter looks around and she says, well, mommy, I wish I had that car. I wish we had this, mommy. I wish I had that. I wish we had enough money, mommy. We can do all this. But I serve a God that owns everything. The breath that's in my body, He owns everything. He owns the car that I drive. He owns my husband. He owns everything that I touch, even things I lay down on my pillow, my bed. So when you look at the things of this earth and you get yourself intertwined and wrapped in this stuff, you're going to find yourself very disappointed, because the world don't owe you nothing. Only thing you should be concerned about is God loves you. He adores you. He wants your heart. He wants every being of you, because you belong to Him. You are a temple. You belong to Him. So if you worship the materialistic things on this earth, it's going to cause you to go down into the pits of destruction. It's nothing wrong with having nice things, but there is something wrong when you worship it. You got women around here worshiping their husband like they're a god. You got women out here worshiping their children like they're goddesses. It's nothing wrong with loving your husband, and ain't nothing wrong with loving your children. But God says, I'm a jealous God. You put nobody before me. You don't put your husband, your sorority, your football game, your favorite TV show, your favorite food. You don't put nothing before me, because I am the living God and I am a jealous God. You got saints out here going to church, shouting and screaming, and then come out meeting in a junkyard bulldog and always hotter than fish grease at somebody. So right now we are living in detrimental times, and people really need to get themselves together. They really, really do. I had to explain to my daughter, just because somebody live in a house that's bigger than ours, drive a more fancier car, those things gonna rot, because when they die, they can't take it with them. And when they stand before Yahweh, the creator, the master of the universe, the master of life, that puts breath in your body, you're going to stand before Him, and He's not going to ask you what type of house you got. He's not going to ask you what type of car you drive. He's not going to ask you what type of sorority that you was in. He's not going to ask you your favorite football team. He's not going to ask you how many degrees do you have. He's not going to say, well done, my child, you got your master's degree. Well done, my child, you got your diploma. Well done, my child, you went overseas and traveled. Well done, my child, you paid your bills off. Well done, my child, you worship your husband more than me. He's not going to say those things. He's not going to say those things to you. You're not even going to have time probably even to stand before Him, because you're going to be so polluted with the world itself. Stay before Yahweh. Stay in that word, because all these different spirits are rampant rage, all in the churches, all in the homes, all in different organizations that's not even have nothing to do with God. Stay before Him. My daughter asks me questions. I be real with her. Look, this is what it is. So people out here worshiping these things in this world, you better stop. God is a jealous God. He will take from you to wake you up. He will remove things from you to wake you up. Stop worshiping your husband like he's a god. Stop worshiping your children like they're princesses. pronounce it, forgive me. Stop doing that. Love them. You honor them. But you don't worship them like they are God and princesses, because there's only one person that I worship and I lay my life down for. But that's okay, because he did it for me already. He laid his life down for me already on that cross. And he rose on the third day, and blood dripping from his body. The blood of salvation, the blood of renewing and refreshing, the blood of just him, the healing blood, the healing blood. So saints, get it together. I'm not exempt from my conversation here. I'm not exempt. But saints, get it together. Get it together. Stop playing with God. Only time you have a spirit of fulfillment and jumping and shouting and speaking in tongues is only on Sundays. You should be able to get in your car, pull over sometime, put your emergency lights on and say, you know what? This is overwhelming. I got to give God the glory. Because you don't even know when you stand before him. You don't want him to say those words that's detrimental. Depart from me, I never knew you. People out here walking around saying, I got this and I got this. This is bigger. Mine is bigger. This car is nice. This car is this. Oh, she is nice. I like your outfit. All this materialistic stuff is going to fade away. It's going to fade and rot. When my daddy died, my daddy didn't take none of those nice things he had with him. It's still, some of that stuff is still at my mama's house. He didn't take nothing with him. When my cousin them died, he didn't take nothing with them. Everybody's grave is the same size. The dirt that you're going to be in is going to be the same color dirt. That's all I got to say. Because right now, you know, I'm not upset. I'm not mad. But my heart is just full. It's just full. It's full. And that's all I got to say. It's just full. People walking around here blind. They're just blind. Their focus is not on Yahweh. Their focus is on bigger and better. Okay. But if Yahweh is not the center of bigger and better, it's not going to get bigger and better. It's going to get smaller and smaller until you have nothing. He's going to take it away. Stop putting other things before Yahweh. And then you popping selfies on Facebook like it's okay. No, it's not okay. Stop popping selfies. When I put my stuff on social media, I'm being real. I'm not being fake. God took me from hell and back. From depression and loneliness. God took me from that. He get the praise and the glory. I've been through some stuff that a lot of people still don't know. But Yahweh. And I'm done regardless. Regardless. So I don't got time to be feeling and playing and taking selfies. And I've been to Jamaica. I've been here. I've been there. Okay, that's nice. God bless you to go there. But remember that we serve a God. We serve a God. We serve a God that he said, don't you put nothing before me. Don't you put nothing before me. Nothing. He will remove, take away. Keep that fire burning in your heart for him. No matter what you're going through, keep that fire in your heart burning for Yahweh. Stop covering up, putting all this extra stuff on and telling people that you're real. And you're not real. You can't even forgive your brothers and sisters. You can't forgive nobody. But you sit there and say, okay, I forgive you, but I'm not going to forget. No, those two don't even work together. They don't work together. So get it together. Your salvation is on the line. And the United States right now is in ICU. God is getting ready to pull the plug. Get it together. Stop worshiping these things on this earth. It's okay to have nice things, but not to put stuff before him. I'm telling you, get it. I'm telling you, get it together. Get it together. I'm done. I'm out. Get it together.